So we've all heard of red flags, right? People love to talk about how relationships crash and burn.
Okay, but let's actually be honest for a second. We can listen to this advice, but how often do we actually apply it? Most of the time we just ignore red flags.
We really do. But what if we told you, though, that green flags are actually a thing?
Okay, wait, so instead of actually just focusing on how relationships fail, we could actually talk about how relationships are heading in the right direction and if it's actually a good relationship for you.
But before we get into telling you what the green flags are, we're actually going to test your knowledge a little bit and see how toxic you might be.
So we're going to play this game I like to call red light, green light. Okay, but it's not like the game from your childhood. No running involved.
No physical activity, so just stick around.
Okay, so it's very, very simple, you guys. But actually, before we tell you how to play, you're going to need to subscribe, okay?
Just click it real quick.
Real quick. Okay, back to it. So for this game, we're just going to make a statement about a relationship. And you're just going to guess, is this a red flag, aka a red light? Or is it a green flag, aka a green light, okay? And keep track of how many you actually get correct and then put it in the comments. We want to know how you guys did. Okay, so let's jump right in. What's number one for us, Tabby?
The first one, they always want to hang out.
Number two, they're constantly checking what you like and who you follow on social media.
Number three, they like hanging out with their own friends.
Fourth one is they let you know when they're upset.
Fifth one, they like everything you like.
Number six, you guys have disagreements.
And for our last one, they cancel plans with other people to hang out with you.
That leaves us with 3 green flags and 4 red flags. But maybe you actually disagree with one of the things we said. That's okay, but we want to hear your thoughts in the comments. So if you did actually have a different opinion, let's have a conversation about it.
We want to hear what you guys think.
Exactly.
So we understand that these are 7 oversimplified answers. Relationships are a lot more complicated than that. So all that to say, if you have one red flag that you notice, maybe 2, we're not saying that the relationship is toxic or you need to break up.
Right. But the reality is if there's multiple or if you've talked about it and things aren't changing, then that actually probably is an unhealthy relationship that you need to end.
Green flag number 1, you can have respectful disagreements. Now what that means is that you can value what others say and feel even if you disagree. And also you're able to acknowledge your mistakes and apologize when you're in the wrong, and they're able to do the same.
Exactly. In any type of relationship, if you are close, you're going to have disagreements. If you're being honest with yourself, you're going to have disagreements at times. That's totally okay. Whether it's healthy or not comes down to how you handle that. With that being said, we also need to point out that in a relationship, it's really important to have similar core values. So what you think is important in life, your beliefs, your morals, your priorities, those should line up. So it's definitely a balance. You can have disagreements, but also agree on the more important things in life. Green flag number 2 is you both voice your needs and expectations. So sometimes we have this expectation that if you really love someone and you know each other, then you are going to know when the other person is upset. That's actually kind of unrealistic and unfair to expect someone to do that. So the reality is, in a healthy relationship, a green flag would be talking about how you feel instead of being passive or giving someone the silent treatment.
Green flag number 3 is you're both okay with having your own separate lives. Which, when 2 people get into a relationship, it really should be 2 individuals coming together to share something, rather than just merging into the same person. So that means it's okay to have your separate hobbies, separate friends, separate lives sometimes. It's okay and it's healthy. You don't have to be the same person or all the same things.
The 4th green flag is very simple. They respect your boundaries. So you're not constantly having to remind them. Maybe they even remind you and make a point to make sure you feel safe and comfortable without you always having to be the one to address it. So in a healthy relationship, you feel safe and secure and confident.
And the final green flag, both people are willing to work for the relationship. So what that means is it's not always one-sided. One person always and constantly putting in all the effort.
Both people are putting in the effort, and it's not just all talk. So like your words need to line up. I mean, your actions need to line up with your words. Wait, did I say that right?
Your words need to line up.
Yes.
Yeah. You gotta walk the walk, not just talk the talk.
Exactly. So if maybe you're having conversations about what needs to change, or someone needs to put in more effort, and they say, yes, I'm going to do it, giving all these promises, but then they never follow through, that's going to be a red flag. So the green flag is you're both putting in the effort and you're actually following through with things. So there you have it. Those are the 5 green flags for a relationship. Obviously, there are more than 5 green flags.
Right.
Okay. But we're not going to spend the next hour discussing all of them. Okay. But it is important for you to have a basic understanding of what to actually look for in a relationship. Especially because once you start dating someone, you get all these intense, crazy emotions. And sometimes, like, using actual wisdom and making good choices tends to be a little more difficult. Kind of flies out the window when you just really, really like someone. So the more you actually know these things and are looking for them ahead of time, the more prepared you will be for an actual healthy relationship.
Right, and speaking of that, we actually did a video on love versus infatuation. So you might want to go watch that because it's kind of talking about the whole like clouded by emotions and feelings, that sort of thing. And then we also made a video about the red flags. So the things you're going to want to look out for and maybe like take and reassess your relationship.
So definitely check both of those out if you are looking for more information and you really want to set yourself up for success for dating. But I think that's really all we have. So last thing,
like, subscribe, click that notification button.
Yes, and follow us on other social media, and we'll see you around. Good, yay.